I have a question. Are you afraid to die? Are you afraid to die alone? For me, I am. Death is my biggest fear. Out of all the fears, even though I got the fear of heights, but stay in a plane, but death is my biggest fear. I want to be a vampire so bad. If vampires were really real, I would truly be a vampire. But because that's not the case, I'm afraid to die. And the reason why I'm afraid to die is because of the Christian religion. I was growing up in Christianity. They're taught you there's only two places you're going when you die. You either going to heaven or you're going to hell. And they kind of browbeat hell a lot in your life versus heaven. Like, heaven is always brought up in the streets of paved with gold and, the angels and all that, blah, blah, blah. And you got a mansion in heaven and you put on your long white robe and it's going to be a glorious time with the Lord. However, you were taught about hell way more than you were ever taught about heaven. Seriously, like everything you did was send you to hell. Like if you sinned, whatever kind of sin that you did, you were going to hell. And because that was so embedded in me and I was indoctrinated into this stuff, that it gave me such a big fear of hell. And I was like, oh my God, that's not where I want to go. I want to live right. I want to make sure I do the right thing so I can go to heaven, because I'm not trying to go to hell. And that's what made me really truly think about that. Even now, from being single and kind of like semi-living alone, I also afraid of somebody finding me dead, or wherever in my house. And for a long time, and not to say that, that's going to happen, but however, that's a big possibility for me. And I don't want to, be that person who, and again, there's nothing I can do about this if this does happen, but I don't want to be the person that they found dead for over a month. Because, people don't check on you. People don't call. Sometimes you got to do welfare checks. So, it's always good to just be, careful and check on your loved ones and check on your people, because you never really know what's going on. And that's a lot of people's fear, especially people who are single and of a certain age. When you start to get up in age, you're like, oh my God, I'm getting close to my mortality. My mortality clock is kind of ticking and I might die. God forbid, I definitely want to live to at least in my hundreds, like if I possibly can. But I also want to live a vital life. I don't want to live a life where I'm not cognitive. I don't have my mobility, stuff like that. I don't think that's a good way of life. However, but if that's the case, I still want to be here. So let me know drop down in the comments. Let me know what your biggest fear is. Like, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch it all the way through. And I'll talk to you next time.